Well, hey, Kay, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Well, thanks for being our customer. You've been a client of ours for many years now. And for folks who might be watching this video and are considering becoming an Advocate Capital client, can you first of all just share with them how being what our client has affected your law firm?
Well, Mike, I have loved being your client. I really have. You guys have been so great to work with. Where I began my journey with you guys is I read your book,
Okay.
When David Meets Goliath, I think is what it's called. And it's a real quick read. I just picked it up one weekend, and I was like, oh, I get it. And that's where we began. And you all have enabled me to really focus on my very top cases and not have to worry about trying to keep a big volume of little cases going
I
so
see.
that I can afford to pursue the big cases.
Right. Well, and boy, you've done great things for your clients over the years. We've just watched you grow and help more and more people and get more and more results for your clients. So congratulations on that. Now, if someone's thinking about using Advocate Capital, the case expense funding product, but they're concerned that their clients might object to the pass-through of borrowing costs to the cases, what would you say to them?
Well, first of all, what I would say is I've never had a single client object to it. The other thing that I would say is that my colleagues are also all doing the same thing. The third thing I would say is that I haven't had a pay raise in 30 years. I mean, when I started practicing law in 1985, we were charging a third and 40%
Yeah.
in some cases, and we're still charging the same thing. But cases, especially medical malpractice cases, mass torts, things like that,
Sure.
have gotten so much more expensive.
Mhm.
And most clients really do understand how much financial risk we're taking. And they're happy for us to spend what we need to spend and do what we need to do to get a good result for them.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that result for a moment, because some law firms we speak with at first think, well, if I add borrowing costs to my client's expenses, that's going to mean a negative experience for them. That's going to impact them negatively, in the long run. What would you say to that?
I really just don't understand that objection. If you get a good result for the client, they're going to be happy regardless of whether they're paying a little extra interest or not.
Yeah. And probably the case development value that you get greatly outweighs the minor borrowing costs, I assume.
I feel it does. There's no worse feeling, and as a trial lawyer, and any trial lawyer that would say they've not had this experience would be lying,
Mm-hmm.
but that knot you get in your stomach where you need just that one extra expert or whatever, and you get their invoice and they need a $7,500 retainer fee, and
Yep.
cash is a little low or whatever, you're
Right.
just, I don't want to have to worry about those things or have those things impact my decision.
Great. Well, lastly, one of the most common objections we get to the law firms we speak with, they say to us, well, it sounds good, but I don't need the money. What would you say to someone like that?
Not to brag, but I didn't need the money either, because I had my retirement account,
Mm-hmm.
which was my line of credit.
Right.
So I would go to my retirement and loan the firm money until I read your book and I realized how silly that was for me to be using after-tax dollars that could be in my retirement, earning money and growing my retirement,
Right.
not using that to pay expenses
Yes.
for cases.
Thanks for the compliments on the book.
Really great.
Well, thanks. We really believe in what plaintiff lawyers do. There's so little business education out there for them that the book was our way of giving back. Just so you know, the profits are being donated to the AAJ 7th Amendment Fund. So we're not doing that to make money. We're doing it to educate and further our mission, which is to help an ever-increasing number of plaintiff lawyers get even better results for their clients. And we're really glad that you're one of those clients. Okay, thank you so much.
I'm glad my life has been improved, my work life has been improved, and I like working with good people. And in addition to being great business people, you guys are good people personally, and I love working with you.
Well, thank you so much, Kay. Have a fantastic day. You certainly made my day.
Same here, Mike.
All right, take care.